Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch Euphoria Season 2, Episode 5. Like usually, I'm really glad to be back with an episode of Euphoria. I'm really excited, I'm really into a good mood, and I'm gonna finish this episode into such a mood, you know. Like, it has to be a thing, it has to be a new mood that we're gonna define like that, like it's the Euphoria mood. When you're finishing an episode of Euphoria, it's always the same, you're finishing it in a certain mood, like it's a mix between being depressed, desperate, but also melancholic. You know, I think that it's really the picture and the musics which are making us feel like that. And also, you know, into a calm mood, not peaceful, but really like, I don't know how to define it in another way. It's a mood. Euphoria, this show, it's a mood. We're finishing each episode in a certain mood. Even if we came to the show in another mood, we are finishing it with the same mood each time. It's like that, and I know it already. I know it, so maybe I'm not the only one who is preparing myself before watching an episode of Euphoria. I'm really like, okay, you're gonna see the characters that you love, you're gonna see good pictures, you're gonna live good moments with music, you're gonna have new things about their stories, you're gonna see them evolving, you're gonna see also the writers make deep incursions, you know, into the minds of these characters, like they're gonna talk about deep and intense subjects, and that's gonna be great also. But at the end, you know how you're gonna feel, so be prepared. Am I the only one? Tell me that I'm not the only one who is finishing an episode into that Euphoria mood and who is preparing herself like that before an episode of Euphoria. I don't know, I don't have anyone, you know, around me who is watching this show, so I can't talk to someone really about it. That's why I'm making reaction videos, you know, like it's to talk about shows with people, because I need to talk about these shows that I love with people, to talk about the stuff that I like into it. Not only, you know, the things that you are seeing on Twitter, like, oh, I'm shipping this person and this person. Yes, I'm still shipping Lexi with Fez, like they have all of my heart, even if we had such a few scenes with these two, it's enough to make me love them like that. You know, that much. So, in Twitter, you can tell that kind of stuff, you can be supporting one or another character, but you can't really talk about one character in particular and to go deeper with the interpretation of his character by the actor or the actress, but also what this character is doing because of that and that reason, and the fact that because he did that it's gonna have these consequences. Like, all of that kind of stuff can be so interesting to talk about. Like during the last episode, all of what Cassie did was so interesting, in fact, like to have this character that maybe before we could have considered like a secondary character for sure, but also someone who was maybe, I don't want to say easy because it's not the good word for that, like the interpretation of easy when you're talking about a girl, it's like an easy girl. No, she's not an easy girl, but someone, a character that you can understand easily, you know, who has not such a deep way of thinking and stuff like that. And with this season, I have the impression that really we are going deeper with her character, and the fact that yes, she is also difficult to understand and she has also a lot of issues to deal with. All of that stuff about trying to be the most beautiful, you know, all of that episode where she was trying a lot of different stuff to please to Nate, and she had that cleaning obsession, and that was really awful. And also the end of the last episode when we saw an image, you know, into the mirror, that was also an interesting scene because it was a reminder of the beginning when Rouge, she was imagining all of these paintings, you know, all of these cultural things with her and Jules. At the end, it looked like a painting also, so that was a good thing, a good parallel. But that was also interesting because we didn't see Cassie looking at her into the mirror like that. We saw her picture already into the mirror, like that was a fantasy world in a way in which everything is beautiful, everything is pure, everything is romantic. But even into that fantasy world, that Cassie was sad, was all alone. Like, even into her fantasy world, she's all alone and she can't lie to herself anymore about that. I think that, you know, the meaning behind that scene was really great, and the actress during the last episode was also really great. I said it made me a little mad, the fact that when she had that moment when she was lost, when she was really crying, you know, singing that song and all, it made me a little mad that she did it almost all naked, because some people maybe were focused only on that, and really the interpretation of the actress during that moment was amazing, because she was, you know, expressing all of her feelings, all of her despair, all of her sadness, and she was really all alone, and she was drinking a lot after that. That moment, you know, into the jacuzzi was epic. It made me laugh so much. But when you think about Cassie looking at this scene from her eyes, it was awful. She's broken inside. And the thing which is really hurting me with this character is the fact that she's hurting herself a lot, emotionally, physically also, like with that cleaning obsession, with being that drunk right there. And emotionally, she's a mess, and she's hurting herself. Like, to lie like that to her best friend, it's not something that she wants neither, and she's saying that she likes it, you know, to Nate, but does she really? Are you really like that, Cassie? I don't think so, because we had also that moment, that scene with her saying to Nate that she would say all of the truth and taking the power during that moment. That was so great. I loved to see Cassie like that. But at the end, she's also weak in front of him. She wants to be loved so much. See, I love to talk about characters like I did just right there during entire minutes about Cassie, and that's not the kind of thing that you can do on Twitter, so that way I'm glad, you know, to have my reaction videos to say it, and these intros and reviews. I know that not a lot of you guys are watching them, but that's what I like to do. And that's why, you know, in the comments I'm always telling you what do you think about that and that scene, and tell me what did you think about that episode, because even if you're just gonna say something about a little moment of the episode or just one character, it's still opening, you know, a door to really go deeper with this character, to try to understand why the writers made that scene, wrote it like that and all, but also why the realization, the picture was made like that, what was the purpose behind the camera, and the actress, the actor, why he did it like that, and how great it was or not. Never hesitate to comment stuff like that to me, because it's really stuff that I love to talk about. Okay, about what we're gonna have during this episode, we're gonna have the consequences of what happened during the last one. And all of what happened during the last one, it was really like people fighting with their secrets. Some revealing their secrets, like it was the case for Cal, revealing all of that to his family. That moment, that was between awful and brilliant. Like, I really appreciated that scene, but it's gonna have consequences. How Nate is gonna react after that, that's a big question, you know. The Nate from this season 2 is a character that I have trouble to define. It was already the case during the season 1. I really appreciated the fact that Carl said, "Boy, you're a mystery for me, like no one knows who you really are." And I think so, but the main things about his character still now is the fact that he's a lying asshole fucking person. Like, I can't appreciate this character, and again, okay, he didn't do anything bad during this season, but he still did bad stuff, and it seems almost alright because during the first season he was just violent and he did awful stuff. So in comparison of the season 1, you can think that Nate from season 2 is an angel. No, he's not, and he didn't do anything for making me appreciate him. He didn't show any regrets, he didn't say so I want to see the consequences of what Carl said. We had also Elliot saying the truth, and we're gonna have the consequences of that on Rue and Jules' relationship. Cassie, is she gonna tell the truth at some point? Like, really, is destroying you inside, girl, to keep that secret? We'll see. I'm also expecting at some point to have an entire episode about Lexi's play. Lexi, I love you, girl, with all of my heart, but doing an entire play about your sister using her weaknesses to do your story, it's really wrong. And I'm afraid of how Cassie is gonna take it. I'm not sure that it's gonna be during this episode, but that's gonna be interesting at some point to observe. And Rue, she's not there since episodes now. Like, I'm not watching Rue, I'm watching drugged Rue, and she's pushing away everyone. And I was saying it after pushing away her sister, lying, manipulating her sister, pushing away Ali. The next one would be Jules. She did it during the last episode, so now Rue, you're all alone. Like, maybe Fez is still there for you because he considers you as a member of his family, but he's really the only one now who is right there for you. And at the end, all of that situation also with that business that you made with that lady, but not really. Okay, I'm gonna stop this intro right now. Let's go with this episode. Remember that if you want, you have my Patreon on which you can have this episode earlier, 1 day sooner, and with an extended or full reaction part. I can't tell each time, you know, on Monday if it's gonna be an extended or full reaction part. You have to check the description to know that. It's depending, you know, on the episode itself. So for now, I can't tell you that. Patreon, it's the best way to support me. Right now on YouTube, it's awful. Let's say it, like, since 2 months now, it's awful. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did to YouTube. Like, did I insult your mother, YouTube, for you to be so awful with me? I don't know, but it's because of that, you know, that I have my Patreon and that I have these advantages on my Patreon for you to have the episodes earlier with longer reaction part. That's the case for Euphoria, but also the Book of Boba Fett and Attack on Titan that I'm reacting right now. Like, soon on Attack on Titan, you're gonna have 5 episodes of advance on my Patreon. It's a lot, and with a lot of full reaction parts. If you can't, that's okay. Like, I'm making all of that, but I'm not blaming you if you can't join me on Patreon. I can totally understand. Like, it's still money, you know, and we are not all rich, clearly. So don't worry about that if you can't join me on Patreon, and try to support me right now on YouTube by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, that kind of stuff. For now, I can't say that it helps, but if we are doing it each time with each video, maybe at some point it's gonna make the job. We'll see. Let's go for this episode. Rue! What bad things are you gonna do today, Rue? Who are you gonna push away during this episode, Rue? What drug are you gonna take during this episode, Rue? Oh, I shouldn't lose about that.
I'm not doing opium. When did you start doing it? I did. I fucking did. Come on, let's go. Let's fucking drug test me. I don't need to.
Rue!
You told me everything.
Yep. Oh, the silence for that scene, it's...
Fuck me. What did you do? Fuck! It wasn't mine! Then whose is it?
Oh, Rue!
Look, we can go to the hospital, okay? Hospital, I swear to God, we're gonna have a problem. No, you're out of control. The fuck is
You
wrong?
are!
Fucking calm down.
Rue, you're gonna be violent with your mom now!
Where did you put it? I raised you. I did, okay? And you will not fucking scare me.
Oh, she's so sad for you.
You're not a good person, Rue. You smiling?
She's not doing good stuff, but don't say that to someone, it's gonna break the last piece of her, which was good. How can you say that?
Daughter's an addict. You hear that, Gia? You hear that?
Let your
You're probably gonna have to be a
sister.
fucking neurosurgeon. Fuck you! I gotta look at it. Get off of me! Don't you fucking touch her! Get out! Get the fuck out of here! What did you do?
Ooh, what are you doing? Oh, the silencing, just damn it. It's making it even more real, you don't.
What the fuck else am I supposed to do?
Oh, I love you, I just love you.
I don't fucking recognize me either!
Accept the hospital, please.
You fucking hate me! So do I! Where did you fucking put them? You don't understand what it's so much, okay? Oh, okay, clean, I can't do it.
I'm not even sure if it's sincere right there, Rue, like, are you not trying to manipulate them again?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
A part of it is true, but Rue,
I don't know what to do.
now like me right now, they want to believe you, but they...
I'm sorry, but I need you to tell me where they are. Where did you fucking put them?
See, a part of it was true, a part of it was fake, Rue.
Flush them down the toilet.
You're not Jules.
You look embarrassed, Mom. You're embarrassed because Jules just heard everything you said.
Everything you did, I'm sorry.
Own that shit. Own what you just said.
It's an intervention? Like, are you all there to take her to the hospital? Oh. They love you.
First things first.
The real
Ellie,
you.
you're a fucking addict. Because I don't want you to kill yourself. You're a fucking rat! You're lying to me. Yeah, so you gonna tell my fucking mom? Why the fuck would you say anything?
Because he cares about you, they all do. Even if you're hurting them, you're pushing them away.
You're a fucking dead baby. You don't mean that. I fucking mean every fucking word. You know what I mean? We're fucking done. There's nothing fucking there anymore.
The beginning of the last episode, you were saying how much you love her, like...
Fucking.
It's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie.
You know, I have a lot of regrets in my life.
You're gonna say that she's one?
Meeting you has got to be at the top of my fucking list.
It's the best thing that happened to you.
Go around fucking sucking the fucking spirit out of everyone. You like that shit. Makes you feel good. I love you. No, the fuck you don't. You love being loved. You're a fucking greedy whore.
It's not fair and it's not right.
No, you don't. Stop saying that. You don't love me. You fucking left me when I fucking needed you. You fucking left me at my fucking lowest. And a real fucking friend, someone who fucking loves you, would do some shit like that, Jules. I love you, and I want to help you. If you want to help me, you can honestly, you can just stay in my fucking life. Sorry, baby. Okay.
You're so brave, Jules, you're so brave. Oh no, no, no. Please, don't say that.
I'm going crazy. I want to take you. Okay? Okay? I'm sorry. No. I just missed it. Me too, baby. Me too. I missed it more.
The entire episode is gonna be like that. I'm not gonna survive to it.
Can I take you to the hospital?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Gia. I'm so sad for you, girl. You did things right, Elliot. I swear you did. I thank you for that. Maybe one day you're gonna meet the real Rue.
I relapsed as soon as I got out of rehab.
You're trying to earn them, Rue.
Take you back into rehab. Wait, what talking about, Mom? I thought you said we were going to the ER. Maybe it's the same thing. No, it's not.
So well done, it's so well thought of, you know, that scene to have a part of their conversations and the others part blurred, you know, like that, like you can't hear that. It doesn't count what she's saying.
I have this image in my head.
She's lying to them, to herself, she's manipulating the truth and the lies together.
I don't want to fucking do this. I'm not fucking okay, Mom!
And we can just feel their pain, you know, the fact that they're afraid for her. Ooh. Oh, that first scene was brilliant, wonderful, but so intense. Yes. Well, let me say I want to make a break. I'm gonna make a break. Ah, I feel thirsty. I feel like I need that also. It's warm. It's comforting. I need that. Oh, it's almost like I'm realizing now what she said, what she did. Oh, I'm realizing now. I'm sorry. It's brilliant to show that we're feeling everyone's pain. You have only him now. I said it in my intro, you have only him now. That's a good picture.
Hey, are you okay?
No.
I think I got very cold or something. Hi. Jeez, are you feeling okay?
No.
You look terrible.
Call her mother, please.
How's your sister? You staying clean? Uh-huh. Yeah. You're a good girl.
How can you ask her the question? Can you look at her?
You look great.
No, did you look at her? And you're lying. You're gonna steal pills? Bro, the absence of music since the beginning of this episode, it's so unusual.
Fucking I can't make you feel good. I know you're in pain. You have a fucking idea, Mom.
You can't. Oh, thank you for that.
Hey, Cass. Yeah? I have a question for you. How long have you been fucking Nate Jacobs?
Oi, oi. We need to.
What are you talking about? How long have you been? I saw her get in this truck and then kissing the truck.
Aru is really like, you want to take me down? I'm gonna take everyone with me.
You're fucking Nate? Are you kidding me? No, I don't even know why she would say that. You're lying. You're fucking crying that fucking bitch. You're the one who's hurt. Most self-centered, idiotic person I've ever fucking met. You
Understandable. Really, Maddie, your reaction understandable.
okay? If you're gonna keep talking about it, get out of the room.
Yes.
You're being an ass.
It's not about you right now.
When was this? Right after New Year's. You dumb fucking bitch, guys.
Ooh.
I'm so sorry. Room.
Oh fuck, this episode is brilliant. Really, the new music thing is killing me.